Okay, so this is the website that we are referring to, and the description of the flower is given here. The attributes are here. So whatever I have taken into the slides is from here. Like for example, if I want to tell you, if I want to show you what is the meaning. So every row of the data set actually looks like this one. So you can see that this is the 35th sample, and the first particular value is actually referring to the sepal width length, the second value sepal width, petal length, and then petal width of the flower Iris setosa. So what it means is that this particular four numbers are actually referring to a description of flower which belongs to Iris setosa species. Looking at that particular sample, you can actually see the sample within here. See, this is the data set that you look like. So any sample, if you pick, the first value is referring to sepal length. The second value is referring to sepal width, petal length, and then petal width, and then the type of the flower for which this description is there. So this is the description, and given this description, this is the flower. This is the species which we are talking about. So that is how we describe the the data set. Now, uh, once you see this description, you can uh, you can understand that now every flower is described by these four values. The first value, because see it is ordered, the first value refers for every sample, for every description, the first sample refers to sepal length, the second value refers to sepal width, petal length, and then petal width, right? So the this is an ordered list. Now any such description, we treat it as a vector in machine learning. So this is your input vector, and this is what we say response value. So given this vector, given this particular vector, I want this response value from the machine. So after training the machine, I want this kind of thing, that if I pass on a description of something, it should give me the appropriate response value for the same. Uh, so the idea is for these videos was to bring the real world problem to machine learning problem. So in real world, we have a description of the problem. Now when we take it to computers, we try to describe it. We try to describe it in a particular way. So the kind of description that we need is this one. And that is the need of this particular understanding, because once we are able to bring this thing into our machine learning framework, so then only any machine learning algorithm may work. So in the next lectures we are going to watch about vectors. We want to study about vectors because now everything is represented in vectors. Every sample is represented in vectors, right? So thank you.